And boom, we are live. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. Take a seat and get comfortable. Hope you're having an absolutely sparkly, wonderful, fantastic, sunny day today. It's great to see you all. Hope you're all staying safe out there, being kind to one another. So, on today's video, we're going to be checking out a band called Bonecarver, and specifically, we're going to be checking out one of their new songs. They've been releasing a lot of singles and a lot of music videos as well, which is really cool. And this particular one we're going to check out is called The Reckoning. So, a little bit of backstory with Bonecarver. I stumbled across them when they released their song called Revolver, which was about 2.5 years ago. I just happened across it. It was released through Unique Leader Records, and I was just blown away. I mean, immediately I was like, "Wow, holy shit! This is some of the finest slamming deathcore with some little blackened elements." But I wouldn't call it blackened deathcore. It's slamming deathcore in my mind. I heard it, and I did a little mini review on my Instagram channel, RDG Promotions. Go follow me on Instagram, by the way. If you like what I do on YouTube, you'll like what I do on Instagram. There's a lot of stuff that I do over there, which I don't do on YouTube. So go check me out on Instagram. So that was about 2.5 years ago. They released Revolver, and I thought, wow, holy fuck, where the fuck have these guys came from? I was like, I've never heard of these dudes. Turns out that they've actually been a band. I'm not 100% sure if it's... Okay, so 5 years ago, these guys used to be called Cannibal Grandpa. They released a song called Mandinga on Slam Worldwide. That's actually got 98k views. I'm just looking at that. That's actually really, really impressive. But they've changed their name. Now, I'm not 100% sure why they wanted to change their name. I'm glad that they did, because the name didn't do the band justice. When you see a band that's called Cannibal Grandpa, you think, okay, there's going to be... it's probably going to be quite meme heavy. It's not going to be particularly serious. It's probably going to be maybe a little bit overly slammy. It's going to be a little bit over the top. Not the case, but not the case with the music at all. If you listen to any of the music that came out under the name Cannibal Grandpa, you'd be like, well, that just doesn't suit it at all. So they got rid of that. It's not what they're known as anymore. Then they've came back as Bonecarver. They dropped Revolver, and I was fucking blown away. I was really, really fucking impressed by it. And then I ended up doing a reaction video all the way back in February 16th, 2021. I did a reaction video to one of their songs called Evil, which has... I'm pretty sure the most violent music video I've ever seen in my life. I mean, even someone that's a bit of a ghoul like me, I was like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!" Like that is it. They picked the right song as well. Let me put it like that. It's a tremendously violent, tremendously traumatic, and in this line of work, that's a big compliment. Track, and the music video just went really, really well with that. So. Then they released an album called Evil, which had the track Evil in it. It also had Revolver, and it's a fucking great album. I was listening to it yesterday just to get myself into the mood to do this reaction video, and it's definitely I forgot how good the album is. I mean, it is slamming deathcore with some blackened elements. Some of the atmosphere can be quite blackened. Some of the guitar playing sounds quite blackened, but you wouldn't call them a blackened deathcore band. They're definitely a slamming deathcore band for me. Lots of pig squeals, lots of slams. Like slams lettered in basically, I would say at least 50% of the songs. There's slams. The pig squeals are great. All the tracks on the album have got their own little unique flair. The production on it's fucking fantastic. I can't say enough good things about the bass as well. The bass is just there, kind of just like clanging around right in like the middle of the mix. It's just, you hear just enough of it, but just fantastic. It's atmospheric. It's brutal. It's fast. It's slow. It slams. I love it. Really, really love it. Massive phone. Oh my god, what a disaster this video has been. Massive fan of Bonecarver. So then Bonecarver have returned with an album called Carnage Funeral, which I haven't heard yet, and they have released 4 music videos. Carnage Funeral which is sitting on 51k views. That was 4 months ago. Holy shit. Ancient Atrocity. The Reckoning, which is the one we're going to be checking out, and Thorned. That came out 2 months ago. That was a recent one. So they've been very, very busy. I've been meaning to react to some new Bonecarver because it's literally been 2 years since I've checked out any of since their new stuff. But they only released stuff recently, so I guess I can't give myself too hard a time about that. So I haven't heard the album yet. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do a reaction video for every single one of these music videos, but they all look really, really fucking cool. Now, why... You might ask, why are we listening to The Reckoning? It's not the most recent one. It's not like, it just seems to be, like, completely random. Why are you checking out that one? From what I can see, the music video is done in a claymation art style. And it looks violent. It looks funny. It looks unique. I'm a real sucker for some claymation. So that's why we're checking out this one. Yeah. So I think that's everything. I think that's it. I think that's all I need to say. That's all I need to say. All right. Who wants to check out some Bonecarver? Right. Let's move this over here. So this could be K-pop. This could be samba. This could be reggae. I have no idea. I've not heard. I don't know. Maybe they've got. Okay, obviously it's not going to be those things, but maybe they've turned. I don't know what this is going to sound like. Maybe they've upped the blackened. Maybe they've upped the slams. Maybe it sounds like more straight deathcore. But I'm fairly sure that this is going to absolutely melt our collective fucking faces. So, without further ado, The Reckoning. Bonecarver. Where's my vape? Where's my drink? Okay, almost stopped recording the video there. That would be a definite fucking moronic move. Okay. Bonecarver, Reckoning. Go. Alright, let's go. Go away, Grammarly. No one gives a fuck. Okay. That music video was everything that I wanted it to be and more. I had a really, really... we don't need that there. I had a good feeling that that's what it was going to be like. Bonecarver, The Reckoning. Okay, where do we start? Do we start with the music or do we start with the music video? Do you know what? I'm going to start with the music video. That's an early contender for me for music video of the year. I'm saying this on the 19th of February, 2023, but that was fucking awesome. There's I don't know if there's any other deathcore bands out there or extreme metal bands in general that are making like claymation is kind of like that animated show, the Chicken Run and Wallace and Gromit. That's what it looks like to me anyway. I'm just watching it back here. That's how it looks like they did it. Maybe they did it in a different way, but I'm probably just showing my age by saying claymation. But I loved the frame rate and how they moved. Loved the gore. These guys love their violence, by the way. Like, holy shit, just like I don't know. Maybe the rest of their music videos aren't going to be so violent, but keep the violence going. Like, I love the bit where there was a bit of like a pit breaking out, and then the little claymation dudes started like beating the fuck out of each other, and then the fucking devil comes out of nowhere and starts like popping heads, and then they turn into superheroes at the very end of it, and they fucking blast the devil with some fucking like laser beams shooting out their eyes type shit. It's just fantastic. Really, really fucking good. Yeah, it managed to be slightly funny, but also slightly unnerving as well. Like the devil looked really, really, really fucked up, like super, super creepy, and like the lead singer was fucking standing there with all the bones on his shoulder exposed from getting lacerated and stuff, and then they become superheroes and blast the fuck. Awesome shit. Really, really fucking cool. Must have taken them a long time. Whoever made this did a really, really good job, because like they're playing a gig. There's about like 100 little fucking animated guys out there. Hold on a second as well. I just noticed something. For a little bit, if you look behind, let me drag that over. If you look just, let me just put that there. If you look just to the left of the guy playing the guitar, is that the guy with the mask? Is that the dude from the Evo music video that was fucking everyone up? I think it was. Either they've just put a random guy there wearing a mask, or that's an actual little like nod to the people that have seen their previous work. Either way, really, really cool. Dug the shit out of that music video. The song. So, loved it. There were some surprises. Some parts of that sounded like what Ingested sound like now. Not old school, like pure slam Ingested, but like newer Ingested type shit. Let me play the specific part that I'm talking about. It's when it starts. It's how the song starts. This sounds like a riff, a section, whatever you want to call it, that Ingested would have written, and that's not a bad thing. That sounds like pure Ingested. Modern Ingested? Recent Ingested? Whatever you want to call it, actually. That sounds... And I'm not in any way saying that they've ripped off the Ingested boys or anything. I'm not saying that at all. Invidious. That intro, that that part there that we just listened to, very, very strong, invidious, fairly recent, ingested vibes. It's an interesting sound for them. Unless I really missed something on Evil, I don't think there was that type of like riffage it was on there, or maybe I should have been taking notes, but I don't remember it sounding like that. So that's kind of a step up for them. Well, maybe not a step up, just a change. I like it. I like it. Keeps things interesting. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, very catchy. Very mature songwriting. Actually, not trying to be too fast, not trying to be too heavy. Kind of like letting the riffs breathe a little bit. And love this dude's vocals. Fucking love his vocals. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, really cool addition to their sound. Let's continue. I'm just gonna flick around here a little bit. Yeah. So when I said at the beginning of the video, I wondered if they're gonna be more blackened, if they're gonna be more blah 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 blah. My question was answered pretty quickly. There's a lot more of what I would call kind of symphonic elements to this. It sounded, maybe you could call it blackened, but for me it had a bit more of like an uplifting vibe rather than like a dark, desolate, no hope kind of snowy landscape church burning vibe to it. Than it sounded a little bit more symphonic. Yeah, that's a really good sound. That's a really good move for these guys. It suits them. I'll just go like that when we get to the bit. Fucking awesome. Really good shit. I love it. They're taking their time a lot more with this specific track. It's less kind of like modern deathcore and kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's just got a kind of like more mature vibe to it. I'm just going to play this other bit as well. Because this highlights this guy's vocals. This dude, holy shit. He done everything on Evil, and he's continuing to keep the diversity game going with his vocals. I love it. That's the bit that I was looking for, excuse me. Sorry, let's go from here. Nasty sounding vocals. Love it. So impressed. So impressed. There's one more bit that I want to highlight, and then we'll get to final thoughts. So this is cool. This is cool as well. Just having the symphonic bits just kind of like sitting there for like a lengthened period of time. There wasn't too much of that on Evil. There was a little bit, but I'm glad that they're keeping that going. The drum, it's very it doesn't stay at one rhythm for very long. I don't need to wear my headphones anymore. The drumming patterns constantly change. You think you're getting set into a groove, and then it changes up to a different style of blast beats, and then the lyrics flow a different way, and then the guitars go differently, and then when you think it's going to take a little pause, it just launches into another symphonic section. And the symphonic elements, you don't have to like really search for them, like listen really intent, and that is something I've mentioned about 5 million times, and this is going to be 5,000,001 times. Sometimes with symphonic / blackened elements in deathcore, it's not loud enough, but there seems to be a bit of a growing trend now where bands are really, really putting it like very, very high in the mix. You can really hear it. It adds a lot to the music, and yeah, you don't have to kind of like strain your ears to hear it. It sits really, really well in the mix. Yeah, highly impressive. Highly impressive stuff from Bonecarver. Yeah. The production is quite similar to how they sounded on Evil. It's very clear. The blast beats sound really good. You can hear the bass. You see what I mean about the bass? The bass is just kind of like clanging, like just doesn't sound very muffled. Sounds very like, stringy. You can really hear the strings actually being played. Sounds got a very metallic-y edge to it. Just helps give the whole thing a kind of like beefy sound, but without making it sound a little bit like doughy, like it's like the bass is turned up way too high, a bit muffled. I believe the term might be compression. So it still sounds like Bonecarver. There's the same attitude, there's the same stomp, but they've added those more ingested-esque sounding bits. They've upped the symphonic elements. I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed. Yeah, and I knew it was going to be good, but I just didn't know. I had a feeling that they were going to try some new shit because they tried so much stuff on that album that I've mentioned about 100 times, which I highly recommend you go and listen to. I'm going to say it one more time. Evil. They tried so much different stuff on there that I thought that I'd be really surprised if they just went, nah, let's just go slamming deathcore. As well. There was no slamming shit in there at all. I don't know if that's maybe their other tracks are going to be more slammy. Maybe they've phased that out altogether, but they're still adding. So big thumbs up, basically. Big thumbs up. Still sounds like Bonecarver. Still got the unique spin on things. Adding more parts. Still making really fucking good music videos. I'm going to go back and watch that Claymation monstrosity in the best way possible, because yeah, that was highly satisfying. Very, very violent as well. I love it. Yeah, big thumbs up. Massive thumbs up. So, I'm probably going to end up doing at least one other reaction video to one of their music videos. I don't know if I'm actually going to do another 3 for the same band. That seems slightly overkill, but I'm going to pick one. I'll maybe message the band and go, what was your favourite one? Or maybe we'll just do the one that's sitting on 50k views or something like that. I don't know, but expect to see more Bonecarver on the channel in the future. So, links. So if you scroll down after the video's finished, you'll find links to their social medias: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, Apple Music, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. You'll find a link to their merch store. You'll find a link to the music video we just watched, please with cherries on top. When the video's finished, scroll down, click on every single one of those links, like the video, maybe consider buying some merchandise, order a physical copy of their new CD, maybe try and get out and see them play live. I'm gonna do I know that they're in the UK this year, at some point. They're in the UK, and specifically they're actually in Glasgow, Scotland, and that's not far away for me to try and get over there. So it'd be nice to go over and actually hang out with them for a little bit. If we can make that happen, that would be really fucking cool. But yeah, try and get out to see them play live. Follow them, leave them a comment for their algorithm. Just do whatever you can, because these guys are seriously hard working. I mean, four music videos off one album is pretty ridiculous. They're putting the work in, they're touring, they continue to absolutely slap. And we want to reward them for their service. One more time, Bonecarver, The Reckoning, face melting, absolutely fucking loved it. Thank you very much, guys. Hope you enjoyed it as well. I'm 99% sure that you did. I'm just blabbering now. I'm going to get out of here. One more time, why not? Bonecarver, The Reckoning. Go check that shit out. Love you all very much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.